Hello, my name is Steve Bigelow with the Candlestick Forum. I'm going to do a quick illustration of finding the power candlestick signals that defy market direction and show an excessively strong upside potential. When you combine candlestick signals and price gaps, this provides an extremely strong probability of producing a bullish or bearish chart and produces extremely high profit potential. The reason is very simple. Gaps in a price move show an excessive amount of energy or sentiment. So obviously a candlestick buy signal followed by a gap up shows excessive energy trying to get into that position. One candlestick signal followed by a gap is strong. But when you start seeing 2 and 3 gap ups, that tells you they're extremely anxious to get into that price move. As you may recall a few weeks ago, our recommendation was getting into APT. Notice the slow curve. There was a little left-right combo here, and then they gapped it up, and then this was the result. Now, reverse engineering made it obvious right in here that they were buying this stock even when the market was cratering, which allowed us to quickly identify why they were buying a company that was making masks for the Chinese virus syndrome. That allowed for identifying other stocks like Lake that makes the plastic gloves. But you can see what happened here. Left-right combo right off the moving averages, kind of a fry pan bottom. Then they gapped it up, and they gapped it up, and then you can see what the result was. This information right here is very valuable for the candlestick investor to do reverse engineering, find out why something is being bought that excessively. So as you can see in our recommendation or our pointing out last night in the chat session that we had a bullish Harami in Fro, one of the shipping stocks, followed by a gap up. And we were buying on positive trading today. The price move was up 30% today. That was going on even when the morning selling was occurring in the markets. Our recommendation on TNK was based upon witnessing an inverted hammer Morningstar type signal. If it opened positive, we know that the probabilities of a positive move occurring after a gap up, not necessarily a gap up, a positive open after an inverted hammer will provide the probabilities of 95% or greater that it's going to move up. And that gap up shows there's more strength that you want to be buying immediately. Again, this stock was up over 30% today. Now, do we always find stocks that are going to have big price moves? No, we're looking for the stocks that at least give us the probabilities that we're going to move in the bullish direction after a candlestick buy signal. But it puts us in situations where the probabilities of being in a big price move are greatly enhanced for the candlestick investor. And this is our recommendation for tomorrow. Look at EURN, a doji Harami, followed by a gap up, followed by a gap up. We're buying on positive trading tomorrow because this alone tells you there's an excessive amount of strength coming into this stock. The probabilities are pretty strong that if it opens positive, we've got more upside in this trend. Remember, we can identify the strong price moves based upon the combination of candlestick signals and the aftermath or the results after those signals. So when you see a candlestick signal and followed by a gap up, that's a good high probability trade situation. If you see a candlestick signal followed by a gap up, then followed by another gap up, that's pretty much telling you exactly what you want to know after your buy signal, that investor sentiment is coming in, which will dramatically improve your profitability on a trade. That'll be it. We'll see you in the chat rooms.